It's a bold new direction for the Transformers franchise. Today on Mark's Movie Reviews, it's Transformers 1. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your old pal Mark Cappis here with another installment of Mark's Movie Reviews. I love Transformers. One of the main franchises in my youth. Had the toys, watched the cartoons, all that good stuff. I loved that first Michael Bay movie, but they got so repetitive after that. Bumblebee was a breath of fresh air because it was the first one to treat the Autobots and Decepticons as characters and not just hardware. Hopefully that's the way the franchise will continue to evolve, remembering that these robots are characters. Which brings us to the latest installment in the franchise, Transformers 1. The first completely animated film in the franchise since the first one way back in 1986. This is the origin story, which explains how Optimus Prime and Megatron became the immortal arch-enemies they are today. Is this a worthy addition to the franchise? 4 million years ago, on the planet Cybertron, Orion Pax and D-16 are a couple of mining bots, working deep in Cybertron's energon mines. The leader of the Cybertronians, Sentinel Prime, leads frequent excursions to the planet's surface. The surface was decimated in a war with the Quintessons decades ago, and Sentinel Prime is searching for the Matrix of Leadership. The Matrix was lost in the war, and once it is found, the planet can be restored to its former glory. Inspired by Sentinel Prime, Orion Pax and D-16 launch their own search for the Matrix. With their reluctant allies, Waste Management Bot B-127 and their former supervisor Alita, Orion Pax and D-16 soon uncover horrible truths about Cybertron and Sentinel Prime. How they react to these truths sends them down divergent paths, eventually turning them into Optimus Prime and Megatron. The animation is spectacular. To my knowledge, this is only the second time that legendary special effects house Industrial Light and Magic has done an entire animated film, and they bring the heat. And in those crowd shots, you can clearly make out a lot of recognizable Transformers, just full of Easter eggs. I mean, all the visuals are just spectacular. We got some good voice acting as well. Chris Hemsworth is great as a nice young Orion Pax. Brian Tyree Henry is equally good for D-16. And Lawrence Fishburne as Alpha Trion. Very appropriate casting since his role here is very similar to Morpheus in The Matrix. And of course, the character work is very emotional. When Orion Pax and D-16 start to turn on each other, you really feel it. The action scenes are a little too frantic. It can be tough to follow what's going on. And our comic relief in the form of B-127, the future Bumblebee, can border on annoying. It gets close, but it's not quite there. I can't believe it. A Transformers movie made me cry. Not even when I was 11 years old and saw Transformers the movie and Optimus Prime die has a Transformers movie made me cry. This is probably one of the finest films in the franchise to date. 3.5 out of 4 nibs.